So hello everyone. Today I am starting with git pull command. In my previous session, I talked about the git fetch command. So git fetch is basically fetch the branches, the commits from the remote repository to the main repository part. Or we can say that the working directory or staging area or with the repository. Okay. So what the git fetch command does? Git fetch does basically the Git fetch basically fetches the basic branches which is created on the remote repository, and these branches are created in the local repository by their name, but branches are not visible and the content inside is are not purely merged. So if I want to merge like complete branches and the complete commits and details are completely merged inside my local repository, then we use the git pull command. So in my previous session, I tell you about that git pull is basically nothing but a git fetch plus git merge. What does the git fetch command do? It basically fetches all the required information like branches and the commits from the remote Git repository to the Git repository, or we can say that local Git repository. So fetching is like a only taking the names and the well-structured format. After that, it go to the Git merge fetch head command. So what is fetch head? It is also an interview question. What is fetch head? Actually, fetch head is created after the fetching command. Git fetch after the git fetch. I tell you in the next of my slides. But what is the basic concept? Basic concept is that git merge fetch head is created after certain command runs. Okay. So if like firstly I will go with the next slide. But here you can see that it is a basic structure. Like git fetch command, what done? I move here to here where my cursor moves. So this process takes two processes. First, this process is a combination of two co-processes. First co-process is git fetch plus git merge. What git fetch do? In my previous session, I tell you about what git fetch do. But git fetch is basically done that it fetches all the commands from remote git repository to the main local repository part. Or what does the merge fetch head? It basically set the branches in single local branch. Like I check out the branch which is named as main. So whatever the content inside the remote repository of main part is added, this commits is not added in this because the git pull. What is git pull? Basically, git pull pulls the all the commands, all the commits which we are run in the GitHub desktop, sorry, GitHub, but these commands are not available in your local repository. So basically, a pulling concept, like we push a door or we pull a door. Like if we are inside the remote Git, or we can say GitHub, so inside that we have to go to the our local computer. So we have just pull the door and then we enter. But when we are on our local computer, then we have to push the door to enter. Okay, so there is a only push concept and pull concept. Okay, so it will clearly specify you what is push and what is pull. Okay, so if we move from Git remote Git repository to the Git repository, it fetches all branches, all commits, but the structure format set by the Git merged fetch head command. Working directory and staging area updated with the help of this command. Okay, so in the next slide, Git pull updates only single local currently checkout branch. Like if I am in the master branch, then whatever the commits present in the master branch in the remote Git, or we can say GitHub, these commits are added in the local repository. So we can say that there's only one. There is only one branch content is added. So this is the simple concept. Git pull updates only single locally current checked out branch. Okay. What is that? After fetching local git merges remote branch into local tracking branches. Actually, you can see that after fetching git merges remote branches into local tracking branches using either fast forward merge or a three-way merge. So when we fetched then the remote branches into local tracking branches using either fast forward merge. Okay, so Git merges the remote branches into local tracking branch using fast forward merge or so basically you can see that local tracking branch. What is tracking branch? I tell you in one of my previous session I tell you about what is tracking branches. So basically tracking branches is a connection between a local branch to the remote Git or we can say GitHub. Okay, so in the next slide, how Git how to perform git pull. So git pull is basically when you are something to pull, like I am inside the remote git portion, then I pull the door. Okay, so firstly these commands will run, check out local branch and make sure that it is a tracking branch. So just open my git bash shell here. So here you can see some commands are just clear it. Okay, if like there is any miss any command, so just here we are moving forward. Okay, so here's the new portion. Firstly we go to the main branch. Check out main. Okay, so your your local change, okay, overwritten by checkout new text file, please commit your changes, stash them or switch branches aborting. Okay, okay, just skip this. Your local changes to following will be overwritten by checkout. Please commit your changes or stash them. Okay, I have something added in my something commits is added. So just commit this. Next second. Yeah, this hello world. Give me a second. So here you can see we are on the main branch. Okay, so we are on the main branch, and this time if I get branch slash v and v. So here you can see three branches are completely tracking branches. If I am want to know how many branches present there, to get branch slash a. So here three branches is present. So just we go to the GitHub and we make a new branch in this position. Okay, just in this repository part, and here just we write what? Just we created a branch. Just like new two. Okay, create new branch. So finally a new two branch is created. And if we go on this portion and write the git branch slash a. So here you can see these three branches. Okay, and give me a second. So if we go on the code section, so here you can see new to branch and branches. There are four branches available. But if I am here and I just write the git branch command, what does it do? It basically shows the local branches present. Git branch. Yes. Okay. Sometimes it takes time to update itself. So just write git branch, basically a git checkout. Hello. So we are on the hello branch, and after this, we are on the hello branch, and git branch is up to date. And if this time I write git fetch, so here we can say that new branch is actually here you can see a branch is updated which I am created previously. So just you go proceed further. Just check out this git new. Firstly, you name again. Okay, git branch slash a. So here you can see new to is coming. Actually, it takes time sometimes when we move, then git local desktop will sometimes takes time. Okay. So here you can see new to, but this branch is not present locally. I tell you that without fetching, these branch name are not coming. So if we are on the hello branch and we just run the command git fetch, so a new to branch is come. Okay, so a branch and commits are coming. We have not committed any commit over there, so there is no commit. Okay, so just git check out this branch. By check outing this branch is also present locally. So just like new to. Okay, just so we are on new to branch. This time we just use git fetch. So there is nothing will be shown here. And this time we just write git branch. To know these branch is tracking branch or not, just write this command. So here you can see new to is a tracking branch. Okay, new to has this hash value, origin new to and origin this. Okay, so new to is a new branch, and in this branch, this is a basically a what we can say, it is a merging branch. It is a tracking branch. So if in this step you just write git pull. So here you can see git already up to date, because whatever in the new to branch, there is a no commit present. There is only what a single step we can say. What is a single step? We can say only the branch is created. Nothing will be committed. Nothing a new commit in the remote part which is not present in the local part. Okay. So if I want to completely explain the git pull command, so firstly you have understand and you have realized that what is git fetch. It basically fetches the name. Like here in this process, fetch to is created. After fetching, a new branch is found which is new to, and it is completely after the git local checkout, it will completely present on the local also. So a single step is done. If just you write git pull slash v. So here you can see all are up to date, like nothing will be extra in that portions or in this portions. Okay. So here we can complete it up, at this point of time. Here you can see check out local branches. Uh, yeah, okay. Just check out local branches, local branch, and make sure it will be a tracking branch. We can check it. That is, it is also a tracking branch. Git branch slash VV for check. Okay, enter git pull. We can git pull it. Fetch all changes. Actually, nothing will be extra. So just it will same as okay. So nothing the fetch head is created because nothing is committed over there. Okay. So if I explain this point, after that I will go to the implementation part. So here we can also check revise the git fetch. So git will fetch all the changes. After that, git will fetch all the changes. Report repository git fetch is executed. Like we completed the first and the second process. But after committing in the like new to branch, something we will committed on the GitHub, that's Git, what we can say that remote Git. In the remote Git portion, we can something to commit, and we have committed after this slide, and then we can show, then I will show you how you can run the git pull command. Okay, so it is the process that git enter git pull, git will fetch all changes from remote repository. Git fetch is executed in the background. After fetching up git updates, fetch head files, I tell you that a file is created which is called fetch head, that contains SHA of last commits in the remote repository. Git merges remote branch into current branch. Git merge, merge head. Okay, just the next slide. So if both remote and local branches are changed, like I have also committed something new in my local and something new in the remote Git. So there are two new commits are created which will not push and pull. So if this situation occurs, then Git will apply a three-way merge technique. Like merging, which is applied, is a three-way merge. Okay. I explained in one of my previous session what is Git three-way merge. So your local branch is a receiving branch. I tell you that only a single branch the content is added, which is a receiving branch. So merge changes in the remote branch. This is the theory portion. Yeah, sometimes it takes time, like you have to understand the theory. If I run only the commands, then you can't understand what I want to tell you. Okay, so just git pull done these things. This is the basic structure. Like here, this is the current condition where you can apply the three-way merge technique. So just move further. So this situation, firstly, I will tell you how these commands are run. Okay, so here you can see all things are up to date, but this time I have something in my mind and I have something to comment. So just firstly, we'll check we are on the new to branch and create a new file. Okay, so hello, India. Uh, yes, we can create a folder firstly. Hello, I am Arvind. Hello, India.txt. If you have any problem or any doubt, then tell me. I resolve it. Okay. Uh, uh, hello, India. Okay, just commit changes. I have nothing concerned about this commit message. I don't have any problem if this takes a hello India.txt name. So commit changes directly. So you can see our commit is added. Okay. So this time, if I just write git, firstly, we'll know that it get pull slash v. So here you can see the condition is done, and if you apply git pull, okay, so here you can see a fast forward merge. Firstly, certain things are done. Okay, so here what is the data? Like here you can see a new hash value is created, like new merge is created, but in the sorry, like 8db to b70, it is the previous commit in the new two. Okay, if I want to check like git log, so here you can see 8 to db, it is the previous commit. Okay, so the recent commit is 77707. So it is the recent commit, and previously running this concept, if I run git log, so it basically so the structure from here. But after running the git pull slash v, we can we can basically done a structure, but we can't done this time. Actually, we done this time because a git, it is a basic concept which is applied like fast forward merge technique. So in this technique, we just write git pull and the things are done. Okay, so if we have to apply the three-way merge technique, then you must have to follow the git fetch and the git merge fetch head command. Without following these commands, you can't done. Okay, so here you can see we have to done it manually. Okay, so if you apply the fast forward merge, then it is simple that you apply only this command. Okay, so just here you can see a question arise in your mind, how the GitHub desktop, sorry, not GitHub desktop, it is only GitHub. So how GitHub matches with your local repository? So it will just enumerating objects, counting object, compressing objects, and total. These four remote portion are matched with your local. If these are four completely matched, then it will know that you are the author, and you basically, if you are not the author, then basically these things are matched, and the GitHub get to know that this time we have to fetch, we have to pull, and the new which we are committed in the GitHub, we have to pull this thing into also your local desktop. So here the hash values changes to this, and what is the technique applied? It is the basically fast forward merge. So I just revise you what is fast forward merge. So here you can see before git pull command, we are on this condition. Okay. Now here not a feature one, basically a new tool. So we are on this condition. And in the GitHub remote, we can create is in this condition. And if I want to push that, I want to push this condition. So just I use first I will check the tracking branches and sorry, give me a second. Okay, just here. So if I have to use, then I just git feature one, sorry. Okay. So it is the condition arise when we have to use the GitHub desktop. GitHub. Okay. So at this situation, we come on the git bash shell and just use the git pull command, and after that this condition will come. So head point basically move here to here. Basically it is what technique? It is a fast forward merge. So it is basically a fast forward merge, which I will explain you how to create a GitHub. And if you want to verify that this is the condition, then just go here. Uh, this copy this hash value. This will be copied and just get cat file /p, paste this hash value and enter here. So here you can see create hello india.txt. So it is the content, a new we can say create hello.txt. What is this? It is basically a content. Okay, like a hash is created. So if you go here and just hello india.txt, so create hello india.txt. Okay, so it will create a hash value hello india.txt, create hello india.txt. It is the basically hash name. This time if you want, give me a second. So here you can see the parent and the tree which is added. Okay, just if I want the content inside it, give me a second. Git cat file /p, copy and just paste its value here after enter. So here you can see hello in. Okay, so just we move what is inside this. So git cat file /p, just copy this, copy and just paste it here. So hello india.txt, if I want the content inside it, so just use here sorry here basically commit has is generated, and inside that commit a parent tree. Inside the tree, there's three files which is present from which is coming from the previous one and hello in. Okay, so here if you write git cat file /p. So this time if just copy this and just paste it here. So hello India. So here you can see a complete git pull command is run, and whatever the merge technique is applied here, it is basically a fast forward merge. Okay. So we can move on the next technique, which is a three-way merge. Like this time I have to open my VS Code portion. So inside the VS Code, so here you can see hello in hello India.txt. If I have write that we are created, sorry, created a commit locally. Hi there, source content. Okay, so here you can see a new text and something is coming here. So this time I just commit this. I write it, we done locally. It is basically a commit description. Okay, here if I try to stash this, then I think it get a problem. Okay, so just I use the git bash shell to commit it. So here if you want to commit, first you use nano command hello he1.txt hello word of source content. Like okay, just it will be saved, and this time I have to stage it. Then I write git add dot. So hello and is replaced and it will be staged. Git commit /m. I am here. So if you done with the help of VS Code, sometimes it takes problem. Okay, and it must if you want to completely use the VS Code for these conditions like committing the local and committing, so just you install the GitHub in your desktop. But you consider it that the difference is done here. If you write the GitHub desktop and GitHub, it is a different thing. So just use here. So here you can see a new hash is created in the local devices. Is this time if I just write get log. So here you can see head is points to new to and the origin slash head. Origin what? Origin indicates that it is on the remote part and head points to new to is basically on my local desktop. So here you can see I am here. Okay. So this has is created in my local desktop. But and I have also in my mind I have to create inside this. So just we go here. Firstly, we go to the code portion and here add new file. Okay, so it is right here. I have to write file name source.txt. Okay, so commit changes. So I have nothing concerned with about name. So just whatever that takes, it takes automatically. So here you can see uh what source.txt is added. So this time what situation arises? if you want to concern about this, I will tell you with the help of PPTs. So which condition is arises this time? So here the condition which is arised, this one. But here we can only commit a single one, like replace this and this, delete these, this one and this one and this one. Okay, so a new commit in the local branch also this, and new commit in the what we can say remote branch also. So here is this here is a new one and here is a local branch. So I have to merge these. So a new is created and here the concept of applied three-way merge applied in this scene in this type of scene. So commit is I have to I added in the GitHub, and I also added in the local repository. Okay, so if this time you are here, and firstly you will what you will use, just use the git fetch. So here you can see something is changed. Whatever the hash value, I tell you ना कि like मैंने आपको बताया कि व्हाट गिट फेच क्या करता है. गिट फेच बेसिकली क्या करता है कि कमिट्स और ब्रांचेस के नेम को बेसिकली ऐड कर देता है और इन योर लोकल रेपोजिटरी डॉट गिट रेपोजिटरी. सो अगर दिस टाइम इस समय अगर हमको कुछ करना है, कुछ परफॉर्म करना है, लाइक मर्जिंग हमको परफॉर्म करनी है, देन जस्ट here you can see a delta 1. So there is one difference occur. Okay, so the new commit which come from the previous section is come, but if you this time git check log, so here you can see uh, head points to new 2. This means that this commit is not added, and here you can see origin slash hello, origin slash head, and origin slash main is hello.txt. Okay, so it is a previous one. Yeah, if I have to commit this, firstly I use if there is a three-way merge technique applied. So here you can see, okay, okay, subs git pull slash v. Actually, a file is open here. So here you can see the hash. Hash not what is the we can say it the description of merge. So just if I just save, close and save. So just if you are here, so you can say a merge applied by OIT strategy. What is OIT strategy? Is nothing but a three-way merge technique. So if this time git log, so here you can see new to head points to new2, which is this hash value and source.txt. Previously head is here and create source.txt not available. But after the merging, so a new hash will be created. This merge, these two things applied, that there is a concept which is three-way merge technique is applied. So here you can see commit. Okay. So this is the done. So this the concept is done with the three-way merge and fast forward merge also. A concept is left which is a basically a merge conflict. So I will resolve the merge conflict in my next session. So here you can see a three-way merge is also applied with the help of simple git fetch and git pull. We can done all the things. Okay. But this time in my mind, I have to commit extra portion. I have to go with the git merge fetch head technique. So just ls/la. Here you can see there's no command. So just git fetch. Okay. So git. This time I also have /la. Okay. There is a one consent. Give me a second. Just That file content here. Okay. Okay. So you see that and commit is added in this portion. So this time it directly gives the option to push, but I have to work locally. Okay. So give me a second to done this. So if I have to done locally, then I first have to just I try it. Okay, sign with your browser. So we are on the next portion. So just I explain you the presentation. So I done all the commands, and after that I done in my previous Git in my previous Zoom meeting. So here you can execute like firstly you have to check the tracking branches, and then you have to apply the git fetch, and after that git pull. Okay, so with this sequence you can get all the pull and the push considering. Okay, so here the condition like merge changes in the remote branch to local branch. So during git pull, git what the git pull does, it basically fetch firstly git fetch, and after fetching, if this is the new concern, like if I am here, okay, so just firstly I will check the commit is not done now. If I just git pull, nothing else, just give me a second. Let's try git pull. So it will show that already up to date because a commit is not coming automatically. So if you write git fetch, okay, I think there is a concern like this is already added. So just I add a new commit here. So a commit is done. rd1.txt. Okay. So a commit we have done in this portion. And if you want to just firstly close this, we are on this portion and just commit an extra thing. Firstly, I use the nano command because we just don't want that only the fast forward must technique is applied. T.txt. So here you can see a commit is created in this and there also. If I just write git pull, you have not write like what git fetch. So what is done here you can see. So here only if you write git pull. So here is the three-way merge, like a merging name like I have right here. Three-way merge is applied. So here can close and save. So here you can see a three-way merge. ORT strategy is basically a three-way merge. So git pull is a simple command which will done. But this time in this situation, if I create a branch name and after that I like here I will tell you. मैं आपको implementation करके दिखाता हूँ कैसे easier होगा ये concept. This time like अगर मुझे एक ब्रांच क्रिएट करना है तो फर्स्टली हम लोग ब्रांच से मूव करेंगे एंड हेयर लाइक आई राइट h12 h12 okay h12 so it is the branch name and it is created मतलब ये ब्रांच नेम है और ये क्रिएट कर दिया हमने अब हमने क्या किया कि h12 में मूव किया and after we have we are in the h12 branch and here we created a file which has new branch is coming and just write new branch dot txt commit changes I don't मुझे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है इस नेम के साथ प्रोसीड करेगा so here you can see the command is done and at this condition if we are move on this and just like git pull we can say what is done. So here you can see a new branch is coming but the data which is like get log with the help of get log we can get to know. So here हमको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है कि कोई भी h12 ब्रांच नहीं दिख रही है मुझे. सो अगर हमको h12 ब्रांच देखनी है कि नहीं h12 ही ब्रांच में सब कुछ होगा सो पहले यहाँ पे आएंगे एंड क्यू राइट करेंगे. सो यहाँ पे हमको क्या करना चाहिए गेट फेच so it will be fetched and get full already up to date because the content जो कंटेंट हमारा न्यू टू ब्रांच में था इन द गिटहब पोर्शन एंड जो कंटेंट हमारा न्यू टू ब्रांच में है इन द लोकल पोर्शन विच आर कोलैप्स एंड ऑलरेडी मैच्ड. लेकिन यहाँ पे हमको क्या कंसर्न है हमको करना है h12 ब्रांच का कॉन्सेप्ट. सो जस्ट यूज गेट h12 firstly check this branch is present or not branch message. So here you can see h12 is present here. So firstly I will make it local. So if you have make it local अगर आपको local बनाना just use the git checkout and h12 so it will make it local. Okay so h12 अब क्या हो गया local branch में आ गया. This time if you use git pull then we can see this what is done. So already up to date ये इसलिए शो हो रहा है क्योंकि अभी हमने git fetch कमांड का यूज नहीं किया है इसके अंदर. इफ अगर मैं यहाँ पे git log राइट करूंगा आई थिंक इट मस्ट नॉट क्रिएट न्यू ब्रांच डॉट txt. ओके सो तो आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं कि क्रिएट अ न्यू ब्रांच डॉट txt ये सब दिख रहा है बट अभी जो मैंने क्रिएट किया वो यहाँ पे गिव मी अ सेकेंड क्रिएट न्यू ब्रांच डॉट txt मेन बेसिकली कोई भी कमिट नहीं हुआ था ना इस पोर्शन पे ना उस पोर्शन पे. सो अगर आप डायरेक्ट करेंगे गिट पुल कमांड लाइक जस्ट टाइप गिट पुल git fetch basically firstly. So here we can say all the concept is done. If you write the git checkout, sorry, if you write what if you write git pull in the new to branch also. So यहाँ से एक हमको एक कंसर्न मिल रहा है कि हम चाहे न्यू टू ब्रांच में ही क्यों ना हो, अगर हम लोग गिट पुल राइट करते हैं तो वॉट एवर द ऑब्जेक्ट्स इफ क्रिएटेड इन द वॉट एवर द कमिट्स, ये सारे क्या होंगे इसमें आ जाएंगे अपने आप। और जब हम न्यू टू H12 पे जाएंगे तो अपने आप मर्ज हो जाएगा। सो इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर मैं न्यू टू पे रहते हुए लाइक ओके, सो अगर मैं न्यू टू पे हूँ इस समय, गेट चेकआउट न्यू टू, मैं कुछ इसमें मॉडिफिकेशन और थोड़ा इनमें थोड़ा नए कॉन्सेप्ट्स का ट्राई कर रहा हूँ। सो वी आर ऑन दिस ब्रांच एंड इफ वी आर हियर एंड जस्ट वी गो टू द न्यू टू ब्रांच, not in the new to, we go to the master firstly, which is the main branch, and in the main branch I write a file, I am in the main1.txt. Okay, so commit changes. So commit is created in the main branch, and if I just write git pull, so here you can see that मेन में कुछ आया है ओरिजिन, लाइक मेन का हैश वैल्यू चेंज हो गया। सो मेन का हैश वैल्यू इसलिए चेंज हो गया क्योंकि गिट पुल कमांड बेसिकली ऑटोमेटिकली क्या करता है, गिट पुल ऑटोमेटिकली क्या करता है, फेच कर देता है, गिट पुल भी कर देता है और गिट फेच भी कर देता है। सो हमको मैन्युअली कंडीशन करने की जरूरत नहीं। इफ आई राइट द गिट पुल कमांड after git fetch command, then that will it's concerned. Actually we don't have to write git fetch also, okay, but like we are in the new to branch, so we just if we don't apply git fetch like previously, if you move previous concept, like I tell you here, so yes, from GitHub it on basically merge it basically क्या करता है ये कि कमिट्स और ब्रांचेस के नेम को ले आता है, उसके बाद ही कंसिडरेशन होता है। बट गेट पुल भी हम अगर डायरेक्टली राइट करेंगे सो ये भी क्या करेगा, गेट फेच कमांड को ऑलरेडी रन कर देगा। इफ आई राइट गेट चेकआउट मेन, so in the main if you write git log, so here you can see what is head points to main origin slash head create hello.txt। okay, तो अभी हमने कौन सी फाइल क्रिएट करी है, main1.txt। सो हेयर ये हमको लग रहा है कि ये नहीं आई है फाइल यहाँ पे। सो अगर नहीं आई है तो फर्स्टली हमको यहाँ पे क्या करना पड़ेगा, गेट पुल। सो गेट पुल अब आ चुका है कंप्लीटली। सो अगर आप क्या करते हैं कि फेच पुल करते हैं इन द प्रीवियस ब्रांच तो उसका उस ब्रांच का कंटेंट आता है, लेकिन अगर हमको मेन ब्रांच का कंटेंट चाहिए तो हमको यहाँ पे पुल का कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करना पड़ेगा। इफ आई राइट गेट फेच हेयर गेट पुल, so already up to date because it is synced, get log, so main1.txt is done. So here I will done all the concepts. So in these slides, a fetch head concept is used because it done manually. Full implementation of pull request, I done it. I also explained this, also this. And if plan fetch remote updates manually, if I want to done manually, then sometimes it's not work on your local desktop because the GitHub is updated with version. Like if you only write git pull, then it also done git fetch and git pull. Okay, so basically you don't have to write those two commands, just write git pull। बट फर्स्टली अगर आपको क्या करना है, ब्रांचेस के नेम चाहिए, कमिट्स चाहिए, अपने गिटहब में स्टोर कराना है, आपको स्ट्रक्चर्ड नहीं करना तो गिट फेच कमांड का यूज करेंगे। checking that only fetching is done, so no changes you see in the main staging area. ओके ये कॉन्सेप्ट भी होता है। अगर git ls फाइल्स आप राइट करेंगे git fetch करने के बाद, तो आप चेंजेस नहीं देखेंगे कि कमिंग हुआ है। ओके, ओनली आप देखेंगे कि ब्रांच नेम इज कमिंग। सो आफ्टर गिट फेच लोकल गिट हैज क्रिएटेड, अगर आप देखेंगे कि आफ्टर गिट फेच के लोकल कमांड गिट फेच लोकल हैज क्रिएटेड अ रिमोट कमिट ऑब्जेक्ट। मैंने आपको बताया कि गिट कमिट्स को लेता है, स्टोर कर लेता है ऑब्जेक्ट के फॉर्म में, बट स्ट्रक्चर्ड नहीं करता ऑब्जेक्ट इन द लोकल गिट रिपोजिटरी, बट वी हैव नॉट येट मर्ज दिस कमिट्स इन द लोकल ब्रांच। मगर अगर हमने बस क्या किया कि कमिट ऑब्जेक्ट्स को स्टोर कर लिया है, बट हम लोगों ने उसको ब्रांचेस में इंप्लीमेंट नहीं किया। We just here during git fetch local git downloads all new git objects such as commits block trees that were created in the tracking remote branches. This is the theory portion you get only. I explain all the concepts of related to git pull, and the concept which is left is only the merge conflict. In the git pull, like three-way merge is applied. In the three-way merge, a conflict is occur, that is called which conflict? Basically a merge conflict. So here after three-way merge this condition occurs, and I explained a new hash value is created which have two ancestors. If you want to see where these two merge, like two hash value is two ancestors, then I'll see you. I see it you here. So here you can see a two hash value. So here is a like merge branch new two. So here you understand like a three-way merge is applied. So two hash value. So basically you can see with these diagrams, which I explain all the concept. So if I go with the presentation, so resolve merge conflict during git pull. If the files local and corresponding row were changed in the same place, like मैंने आप जो files पुरानी थी, like जो ancestor से मिली थी, वो हमने क्या किया कि commit करने के बाद उनको भी change कर दिया, और हमने गए हम रिमोट रिपोजिटरी से और हमने उनको भी वहां भी चेंज कर दिया। सो अगर हमने दोनों कंडीशन पे इसको चेंज कर दिया है, तब एक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अकर होगा जिसका नाम है मर्ज कॉन्फ्लिक्ट। सो इसको रिजॉल्व करने की टेक्निक मैं आपको नेक्स्ट सेशन में बताऊंगा। सो just stay tuned you all. So thank you all, and thank you. If you have any doubt, then ask. So okay, here you can see a git bash shell. Okay, so firstly, what I done, firstly I have to make a what, firstly I have to make merge conflict. So just give me a second. What cd my first GitHub repository. So we are on this field. Okay, and just git branch, how many local branches present. So here h12 new 2. So just git checkout, new 2. So we are on the new 2. Okay, just see it, we are on the new 2. And this time when just I open nano, just I open nano here. So in the nano readme.md file, readme.md, give me a second, readme.md file. Here you can see hello github git. So just I change, what can I change here, just change I am Rudra Tiwari. Okay, just save it, and just if you check this time status, then st8us. So here you can see a readme.md which is modified. So just git add command. After this it will be stage, and if I want to commit, just use commit slash m locally commit in new 2. Okay, give me a second, there is a typo in new 2 branch. Okay, so just it will be stored. Okay, so we are on the new 2, and if this time I will open just a desktop version. So here, give me a second. Firstly I will go I will cross this, and just I open my desktop here, and here my ID. Okay, so there is no internet connection, give me a second. So okay, this time we open our repository in the GitHub, and we just switch the branch where we want. So we are on the new 2 branch. The net is little bit slow, so it will take a time to open. So it will open here, and here the readme.md file we open, and in the previous one we write something else, and there I will write something else, like what I write. I write basically space technology. Okay, so just commit change, update. Okay, so it will take a time because sometimes the net is too low, so it will take a time. So a commit is done. There is a typo, logy, logy. Okay, that's not our concern. I have concern only my concept, which I try to explain here. So here you can see this time the conflict is okay. This time is I just use git pull /v. You can see what. So here you can see auto merging merge conflict in readme.md file. So firstly I have to resolve this basically what. Firstly I have to resolve this conflict, merge conflict. Okay, after that I have to use the command git pull /v. Okay, so if you want to resolve this, firstly open your VS Code here, and after opening the VS Code, here you can see we are on sometimes it will take also sometimes. Firstly I will need, okay, just cross this. So here you can see I am Rudra Tiwari and space technology. So there is a typo error. Okay, just we are on the new 2. That's why I wait, because I wanted to see we are on which branch. So this condition we are see I am Rudra Tiwari, and either there is a space technology. So if I want to resolve this, I delete all this. Okay, just I write I am, okay, not I am, at basically mechanics. Not this is quantum technology. Okay, basically we are on the computer side, this quantum computing. Okay, just, and here you can close and save. Okay, so here this time if you go and you just write git pull /v, so pulling is not possible because unmerged files. Okay, pulling is not possible because you have unmerged files exist because an unresolved conflict. Okay, we resolve it, give me a second. So if you remember in my previous session, if I done these types of things, then firstly I use git commit /a. So here you can see a merging is done. Git merge merge branch new 2 of this into here you write locally, okay, because we done all the commands and all the things locally. So just close and save it. Okay, this time if you use, so merge branch repository, we are merge, finally merge, and if you use this time /v, so here you can see already up to date. So basically after if you want to resolve the merge conflict, if you want to completely resolve the problem of occurring like merge conflict, so firstly you have to go and delete all the lines and make a single line, okay, so it will merge, and after merging the conflict is resolved, and finally you are pull the request, okay. So here if you want to see like where the history, so here you can see origin /new2, this is the remote branch and this is the local branch. So if we remember previously, so update readme.md is a local it is a remote it comes from the remote repository which I have edited, and local commit in new2 is it's basically what local commit.md is basically, give me a second. So here if you want to see the history, so update readme comes from the remote part, and locally commit in new2 is comes from where it comes from the local part, and readme.md it comes from the remote part, okay. So just if you want, like I have to check the previous version which is on the remote part, so just use what cat give me a second, git cat file. You also know the command which I have run here, because in my third or fourth session I will tell you what is git cat file command and all of that stuff. You have just enter. So here readme.md, what is the tree, so just use the same command and just copy it. Actually control C is not working here, I also okay, just copy the hash of this, okay, just here, and copy only the 3 or 4 values, just here, and paste this value here, okay. Just what the problem is occur, give me a second, okay. I think it is AC643B, okay, just I write here AC643B, okay. So just enter this. So here you can see if I want to like what is in the remote part, so just I use the same command, but the hash value which is changed, and 7dc 5b, just I enter here. So here you can see space technology, there is a typo, but I have to consult my concept. So here you can see the remote part, and in the similar way, if you write the git cat file command this, and you want to the local version of previous one, then you can also see if you want like current version which is on the top, so just write the hash value of this, and you will get to know what is the content inside it, and what is the finally, like it will allow it will delete all the lines, it will allow a single line, and it is done, okay. So here we can conclude how to resolve the merge conflict and the merge conflict problem. So here we are done with git push command, git pull command okay. So we are completed the git pull, and after that I have to start the git push request, okay. Just okay. So in previous we done the git pull command with the conflict issue resolved, and after that we will start the git push. So if you want like what is git push, then I give a brief a short introduction, like like git merge conflict resolve technique is done, implementation is done also. So we are on the second side, pushing to remote repository, like here if we are pushing something, like we firstly pull is used when we done some commits and some modification in the remote part, and these modification is not in our local part, then we try to push it, pull it from repository to our local desktop. But pushing is something different. Like I merge the branches in locally, and I have to show this into a remote repository. In remote repository part, then I push something from local to remote. Okay, so now there are changes in the local repository, there are commits, extra commits that are absent in the remote repository. So we have to show these commits in the remote repository part. Then we try to push this. Okay, main is like, what is main here? Main is basically a local portion, and origin slash main is remote portion. So remote portion lying is this, and main is this. If we want that these both are sync with each other, then we use this the command which is pushing to remote repository. So I describe you what is push. You understand what is push. So firstly I change my directory, my first git repository. Okay, so we are on this. Okay, so here you can see the 7 symbol. So what is 7? There are 7 things to push. Okay, we have the 7 different things we have to push. Like 7 modification is done in our repository, but these are not showing in the public like remote repository. So if you see that number of commits is 4 commits in this branch. We are on the new 2 yes, we are on new 2. So here you can see 8 commits is done in this branch, but something we can't push. So if we write the git push command, git push /v, so here you can see visually the git pushing to this a URL is done, a matching is done, the receiving this is done, and finally the hash value changes 9076 to D97B. So these are the changes we push. If you want to check like it is sync or not, if you write like git push only, so everything up to date, like both are sync with each other. Origin slash main and main are coinciding with each other, and they are basically sync with each other. Okay, so if you want to check, like here you can see, give me a second. So here you can see 15 commits is done. Okay, in previous there are 8 commits, and we have to push 7 commits from local to this, so there are 15 commits is done. Okay, so there is a problem occur, like if you done git stores by default the username and password. Okay, like rd githubber and their password is stored, so it directly push. Like if you use your GitHub previously to push something, then that account which you have to push their password and will be stored. So there is a problem occur. I'll see you what problem occur. Basically if you write the git push command, then git credential keychain, it is generate in the Mac OS portion. Okay, you should be prompted to enter your GitHub password if you not pushed on your computer. Okay, I have created a git. Okay, so basically this is done. Okay, give me a second. So it is also done. So the command is working, and we finally push the thing. If I want to check like we are synced or not, then git log basically. So here you can see origin slash new2 and head slash new2. So both, this is the local part and this is the public part, so they are synced with each other. So we can say that we finally done the shrinking part and finally done the execution part of this. Okay, so yeah, if this time if you want to here you would go to the new 2 branch and just see 15 commits who is done. So Rudransh Tiwari. Okay, so this is the name when I push something from another user side. So there's things like sometimes I committed, sometimes my my account which is so that account is committed. So there are portions, okay, where then GitHub, my repository, and updation, another person also have the access. If you give the access to write, then it also write, okay. So okay, the portion, okay. So we done with the git push command also, okay. Give me a second. So here you can see all the commits, all the portion and the shrinking level. So if this time if you write the git status, so you are branch up to date, we are git branches. So there are these types of branches. So we are done with the pushing also. Git push is basically the whatever in the git push I explained all the things. I will check it if there is anything left, then I explain. Okay, so key make some commits and push them into the remote and local branches are synced now. So finally done. Git after the git push command, the commit is. If you want like something I have to done also, like if you don't understand this time git, okay, just I commit one extra like t.txt. I am here, I am astronomer. Okay, so we are done with exclamation mark and just, okay, you have 1 second and this is the thing I have done, okay. So this time if we go with this portion, sometimes I think it not take the problem. Actually it also push directly, so just skip this. I done a commit, then I will show you, okay. So nano t.txt. So there here I will write that I am a astronomer. Okay, so it will be stored, okay. So this time if you want the thing to commit, just get git add dot. So this time if you see commit is not done, firstly I will show you what is the recent commits. So recent commit the hash value of what commit which are present locally. So d97b, it is the commit which is present. So just I write q here, and this time git commit /m hello India, hello PC, okay. So just enter here. So if this time if you write git log, so here the commit is changes, and it's give me a second. So give me a second, okay. Just okay. Here after the git log you see that d97 is the previous one, and head/new2, it is the commit which is present locally, 1971. This commit is not present in the public one. So here the last commit is d97. After refreshing it also, so here you can see the last commit is d97, okay. But if you go with here, the last commit is 11911. So this is the hash value, okay, of the recent commit in the local. If I want this commit also present here, then just I write git push /v. So here commit is changed, and this time if you open this and just refresh it again, then you find that the recent commit value, and the recent commit is changed 19911. So it is hello PC, it will done, okay. So by this with the help of this practice, you can get how the commit, how to push and pull. The concept of pull is basically a three-way merge and fast forward merge. After that, Here you where you can firstly check the connecting branches, then applied git pull, git fetch also. And if the merge conflict occurs, firstly you have to delete a single word and just use git commit slash a, then it will be merged. Okay, so these are the concerns. If you understand, then practice it all, because without practice these commands and this will be vanished after some time. So most important thing is practice. If you have the practice of this, then you understand what is git push command. Okay, so at this time I try something new. Okay, just I go to the git bash shell here, just I write git branch slash b, give me a second, git checkout slash b n1. Okay, so a new branch is created, and inside this new branch something is done. And if I open, if I just write a new file ry.txt, I iota is a complex number. Okay, just save it. So it will be stored git add dot. It will also be what staging area, git commit slash m I am iota. Basically not I am iota, iota only. Okay, so a new hash is generated, but this time if you use the git push command, because there is a new branch is created, and this n1 branch is not present also in your repository. What is remote repository part? But this time if you use git push slash v, so there will be fatal the current branch n1 has no upstream branch. Okay, so if you want to use this command, then you have to write the something another text, git push slash u slash v slash u origin source and 1. Maybe this command is right. Okay, this is the wrong command. Give me a second. Okay, git push set upstream origin n1. Source is a wrong keywords, I think. So maybe this command is run. Okay, so this command is successfully run. So here you can see this is the command git push slash v slash origin. I just take the screenshot of this and paste it in my PowerPoint presentation, so that you will all understand what I like. New local branch feature 2, not the feature 2, we created an n1 branch beside the for the implementation purpose. So this is, I write it here, implementation. Okay, so the basic command which apply in this condition is this. The basic command which apply in this condition is this. Okay, so when local branch are already corresponding to the remote branch, you need to git push. If the branch created locally is not present at the remote part also, so try with this one. The basic command which apply in this condition is this: if the branch created locally is not present at the remote part also, so try this with this one. So try with this one to push it. Okay, because we have created a branch and inside that we commit also, and this is the committing is not done in the with the help of git push command, then you use this command and it will be added. So I will cover it like create a new branch, git push u. So the basic command is this, working also is this. So if we move further, like I have completed the many portion, so this time I have to how to refresh local tracking if branch is it was deleted in the it. You can say that is the basic git pull command, but sometimes it differs. Okay, so just I will ensure that firstly you completed the git pull, git push, the conflicts resolution, and practice as much as you can, then you understand betterly. On how to refresh local tracking status if remote branch was deleted. Give me a second. So we are here. If I scroll it and then just I open this it here. So here is the process: create a new branch time in remote repository. Firstly we'll create it. In the remote part na, so just move here, just view here and just go to the branches part. Inside the branches, new branch, I write the name temp. So a branch is created. We move step by step. Check out temp so that it will attach. Okay, git temp. Give me a second. Give me a second. So okay, here you can see temp branch is created now. Okay, git git check out main. So this time if you use git so we are switched on the temp branch. Okay, git checkout temp. So we are on switch. A temp branch is available locally and remotely also. So at this time I just delete this from remote part. So deleted now temp. Okay, even this time we go to step by step. Then what git checkout temp, git fetch. Okay, so here okay, give me a second. Okay, we are here. Okay, git branch. If you want to see the list, so inside this you can see the temp origin slash also present after removing it also. So this is the problem occur if you want to see only remote branch. Then here also a origin slash temp is occur. Like if you write git fetch command, you think that git fetch is done, that the details are come. After that if you write again git run slash r, so here you can see origin slash temp is also present this time also. So this is the problem occur, and if you have to resolve this, then use the git remote update origin slash slash one. So if I write git remote update origin slash slash prune, so fetching origin and the branch temp is deleted. So this time if you open git, so this time git fetch command is not working because I deleted in the remote part, and after the git fetch I know that all the commits and the branch details is coming, but this details that it is deleted is not coming. So there is a case when the git fetch command is not work, git remote update origin slash slash clone, this is command work when we delete the some branch name into the remote part but not deleted in the local part. So if this time if you check git branch slash r, the remote portion, so here you can see temp is missing over. Okay, if you write git branch only to see locally, so locally temp is present. If you want to delete this also, git branch slash capital D temp. So what, okay, we are on temp, so we can't delete. Firstly we check out in another branch, check out main. After that if you use the git branch, so it is deleted, git branch is deleted. And if you see that branch, so git branch is deleted overall. You don't have to concern anything, and we done this portion. Okay, so at the end I have an extra concept because today I done the basics completely, and further we move the advanced GitHub part. So before moving to the advanced GitHub, firstly I will cover it all the things. So as one or two topics is left, I cover it. In status if remote branch was deleted, oh we are done also with this, and we are on this. Okay, remove remote branch using local terminal. Firstly you have to make from local to remote, and then you have to done. Okay, so just I create a branch git checkout slash b temp. Okay, it is created, and if I want to create this also in the remote part, git push slash u origin temp, git push slash u origin temp. So after this command you see that in the public one here, if you refresh it, so a branch is created which is now and temp one. Okay, so a branch is created and you see that it is ahead 0 count because it created new one. It is 15 काउंट, इट इज़ मतलब 15 कमिट्स आगे है वो और 14 कमिट्स आगे. सो ये सिंक है क्योंकि अभी क्रिएट हुआ है, एंड वी आर वर्किंग विद दैट. इफ आई वांट, इफ इन दिस सिचुएशन आई वांट टू डिलीट दिस ब्रांच, so I just use git push origin d commit, git push origin slash Vedant, start your presentation. Start your
Okay,
presentation.
so okay, so in my last session, I have I told you some properties and some properties of constructors. So, but I also told you that in couple of weeks we will be getting over with this this loop of constructors, because we have studied a lot about constructors and types of constructors and properties that we inherit in constructors. Before I also told you about the constructors and other operations in object-oriented classes and object vectors and all. So so today's I will try to wrap up with constructors. And so please, if you have any queries and or any doubts, you can please remind me of. So because this session will be the last part of the constructors. So let's start with our constructors. Actually, okay. So let's look at this first slide. See, so here, if you people can see over here, this slide. This slide is something like that. Uh, it is displaying in the screen that the name of an engineer is Vedant Shukla. So in in this slide, we will be discussing about in this page we will be discussing about the concept of constructor function methods. So what are the constructor function methods? Everyone knows that creating a simple function. As in last session, I told you a lot about this concept that first we have to create a simple function, and and then we have to apply in a particular method. So this is a very basic concept. But today, if you can see over here, that I also provided this kind of concept in the last section also. But this concept is a little bit newly, you can say. It is a little bit new to you. It's a novice concept. That seems like first I created a function named as developer. So I also told you that before ES6 classes, we have introduced this kind of method. We have introduced this kind of concept that when ES6 classes was not introduced to us, that we create a developer as a function. Uh, that that we create uh, uh, one. Okay. Yes. So as we create as we create developer as a function. And when we create developer as a function, we provide some parameters like first, class, profile, and picture. Okay. So this is basically a concept. So as you can see that the way we use a constructor, we can pass a direct value also. I told in the last session, and we can even provide and we can even provide a simple parameter in front of that constructor property. So as we can see up in the code that we wrote like this dot first name is equals to first, this dot last name is equals to last, this dot profile is equals to profile, and this dot picture is equals to picture. Now, if you this now the main concept that comes over here is, and that defines the constructor, the function methods of constructor, that this dot full name is equals to that. Again, I'm creating one function. That means in the full name, again we are creating one function, and in that function we are returning we have to return something. See, this return statement is very common in every language. Either you use in Java, or either you use Java, or you use you can say CVP or something like that. So we return something. So why we return something to inherit that property, or to inherit that functioning, or to inherit that value. Okay. So this is the actual concept. But here, uh, so here also we are doing the same. But the what we have to look up over here, see, all these things are very common to us. But the new concept over here is that we have to understand, we have to understand deeply that what I did this dot full name is equals to function. That at because I wanted to display my full name. For example, my full name is Vedant Shukla, and I wanted to display my full name. See, you can do it with various methods, but when you are preparing any sort of an interview or or if you're preparing any language, you should know in programming. You have just try to learn each and everything, that why it is happening and what is the history of that of this particular element or a particular method. So in the full name also, see, you can also print it like that. As I told in my last sessions, that how we used to print normally in the browser screen. But this is also a kind of a method that I did like that. That this dot full name is equals to function, and we have written like this dot first name and then this dot last name. So this is the particular method that first that if you provide passing so if you are using any parameter like full name, then uh, and with that parameter you are passing a function, a normal function. Okay, so the thing that you have to note over here is that you do not have to pass any particular function. For example, here the function over here is a developer. So a developer can be a class over here, but here I pass developer as a function. So you do not have to write developer over here slightly. You have just have to like function, because function itself, because function is something that defines many that can define any, you can say, any variable. Okay, like you can understand it like that. So we can put like developer, we can put like calculator, calculations, any name we can pass over there. But here you have to like simply function, and you not have to you do not have to pass any parameter inside it. Just simply like write it like that. Then you have to give up the braces, and then you have to return what do you want to print over there. Because I wanted to print constructor in constructor function like Vedant Shukla, my full name. So I write it like that. That normally that we write that we display in our full name, or we write mostly in the DOM part. That while we write in or when we want to display anything. Okay, so this dot first name and addition sign, then to inverted commas. In inverted commas, you may write something. It totally depends upon you. Then this dot last name. Then I created one. Another most important thing is that I created one object as a developer. So I created a developer object. Okay. Then I created a developer object, and there in that developer object, you can see that like it like that I I just I created the object as an engineer. I created an object as an engineer. Then with the help of a developer, because developer overall here is developer as a uh, see, engineer is an object of the developer. Okay, so remember it like that. So then I passed over here is Vedant Shukla LinkedIn visible. Okay, okay. These were the parameters of first large profiling picture. These were the values of the parameters of first large profiling picture. Then I wanted to display the full name. So I wrote it like that. That DOM, I use a basic DOM concept, and the name of an engineer is Vedant Shukla. Because engineer dot full name. I just simply wrote it like that. Engineer dot full name. So, and so always you have to initialize one object. That is the most important thing over here, because you wanted to print the full name. Okay, so you wrote it like that, that you have to initialize the full name with that object, and then and in terms of function, and then only you can display it over there. Okay, so passing the values for the parameters is necessary, obviously. But the thing is, for example, here I took it like that, this dot full name. But uh, in spite of this dot full name, I also took it as I also took like that. I did not want to print my full name. I can even we can say write it like that. See, because full name I created one more, you can say one more variable. I took or one more function that I'm you can say applying to a function, one variable that I'm applying to a function. Okay, full name. I can take like my name or anyone else name, like them, any variable we can take over here, and we can do it like that. And whatever parameter you have to pass, you can pass over here. So full name is, you can say, it is a kind of a, you can say, prototype, or you can use it like a object, or you can use it like a, you can say, simple, you can say, a base for displaying the for displaying the parameter. So it is a another parameter. This is a this is a base parameter for displaying for displaying another terms of parameter, or another couple of parameters. Okay, so as I took it full name, I can took it like that, getting full info. For example, I wanted to print it like that. So first name and last name, in terms of first name and last name, I can also like write like that, this dot profile or this dot picture. And as I provided the parameters, so I see initializing object is very necessary. It's necessary. It's a necessary part. Then I can do it like that also. For example, engineer dot and my name, getting full info, and same output you can get over there also. For example, I mean, same concept will be applied, and whatever parameter or whatever the value you want to get in your result screen, you can get it like that. That is profile, or like that, LinkedIn and visible like that. So I hope you might be understanding that thing, that part. So now coming up towards the next part. 1 minute. Yes. So I was telling you that that here we will be so here we will be applying another set of concept, that adding a method to an object. That adding a method to an object. So basically, uh, see, you might be you see as I'm saying that I'm wrapping up with constructors today. So I will be introducing a new set of concepts to you over here. So let's look up this concept, that what does this concept talks about. Here I first created a function as a developer, as in the last uh, slide that I did in the last slide. No change over there. Passing over the same parameters, no change over there also. And then I created two objects of a developer, that is engineer and EMP. EMP, you can say it like that. ENG is like engineer, and EMP is like employer. So you can might be so ENG and EMP are my two objects. So I obviously how I'm creating an object with the help of with the help of the function, no problem over there. So while I'm doing it all these things, I passed up some parameters over there. The parameters are like that Vedant Shukla LinkedIn display, and with Shukla Vedant LinkedIn picture. In the ENG object, I pass the parameters as Vedant Shukla, first last and LinkedIn with display, and in EMP parameters I took it like that. The values are Shukla, Vedant, LinkedIn, and picture. So I just wanted to I just, you see, the whole concept is to display the particular value in the output screen. But there are different ways to display those values into your output screen. Okay. So here let's look up at look up at that how we're doing this. Here we are adding a name method. Here we are simply adding a name method, that emp dot change name. that, and that is equals to function, and in brackets I pass up that parameter as name. Okay, then see, amp dot change name is a, you can say, you can take it as unique, or you can say it is a separate, I segregated this thing, it is a separate kind of a it is a separate method creating and creating, likewise we are we are creating an constructor function, so that is a separate method. So, and likewise we are this properties is also a separate method. So like we are adding a name, so adding a name is, or will be the separate method. So you have to look at like that also. So emp I took I'm initializing it within emp. So emp dot change name, I wanted to change the name, and I so this is the syntax that you might remember, or you may have to remember when you're changing, when you're applying in this property, that emp, that whatever uh, that at whatever object you want to add the property, you want to add a name, you can. Then dot change name is a function. It's you can took up as a function. Okay, because you are changing the name over there, and then you are applying to a function, because you are applying it to a function. Okay, let me clear it to you that it's a emp dot change name is a function. Yes, obviously, no problem. Or you can also do it like that, emp dot get name. So it's not a inbuilt function, so it's not like that you're using change name only. You can do it like you can take it any another also, but you can perform it in your compiler, and you can check it out to me also. So function, so this is the basic syntax. Then this, because I wanted to modify, or oh, sorry, I wanted to add up a property of at last name. So I initiated into the last name, this dot last name, with the help of a constructor. Okay, and then yeah, I is equalized to name. Okay, no problem over there. Then I wanted to modify the name. Modify the name in terms of, I just wanted to I just want to change the name. Okay, so what I did, I simply get it over there, and emp dot change name, I applied it like that. Then here I passed the value of Shukla. Okay, so then we see, and and you might be understanding this thing, that the way how we display the full name, as we performed in the last slide also. So this is the same method. There is no change while applying the DOM part, and passing up with the uh, same object, and whichever parameter you want to apply it over there, and you can write the name of that parameter, and just you can look like that. So the employer's last name is what you can display in your output screen, that employer's last name is Shukla. Okay, the employer's last name is Shukla. So see, because over here we can see it like that in emp the Shukla is something like that. See, Shukla was initialized to the first, but Shukla is my surname, so I wanted to modify. So and when you're performing any industry level work, so in industry level projects, they when do you have very large set of codes, so this is a sort of a property you might apply over there, and you can change it like that. You can modify the name over there, like you can change, likewise you can change the name of the property. Okay, there's no problem over there. So let's see. This can be, although it's a very easy concept, but if you're finding it a little bit complex, either you can ask me, or you can perform it on your code also with the on your compiler, or on your or on your editor. So let me clear it out one thing, that the important things are, see, everything was very generalized, no problem over there. But the thing was that you have to remember is that you have to add up a name method. So the base, this is the, and adding up a name method, uh, and inside adding up a name method, you have to perform this required syntax. See, this is the required syntax, that emp dot change name is equals to function, and inside the function, in the function, you have to pass up the parameter as name. You can pass any other parameter also, it doesn't matter, uh, because you are changing the name, or obviously, so you will be writing the name only. So this dot last name is equals to last name. Okay. So then here again you are applying the constructor method. So constructor method is so much important. So you can understand the importance of the constructor method over here also. So then again you have to change the name. First, first we are writing the simple syntax. See, everything was very obvious. These two things again, just look at it again. That adding up a name method, yeah, that at whatever object you want to change the name, or you want to modify the changes, you are writing like writing those changes. Okay. So for example, you're changing up the name, so you are writing like likewise you are writing a name. Okay, and you have to equalize it to the function, and then again you have putting the braces and you have to use a constructor method. For example, if you're modifying the last name, you have to write the last name, because as I said earlier, my last name was Shukla, so not Vedant. Okay, so my last name was Shukla but not Vedant, so I wanted it to change the name, and the employer's last name is, you can say, like although it is written Shukla, but you might be wondering that the to till where emp dot change name while writing it like that, then you have to again modify the code. Then again you see, then again you have to modify the code, and you have to write like employer, that is an object, and there you have to change the name, and you have to and then you there you have to initialize a particular or an actual name, and what an actual name is. For example, here actual name is Shukla, so Shukla or it's Vedant or XYZ ABC, whatever you might find image or something like that, John or something like that, whatever you want to write, you have to write the correct name. But uh, so but this, although I'm doing it with the help of an although I'm doing it with I'm using the object of an employer. Okay, I'm doing okay, I'm doing it with the object and an employer. So but the changes are made to the engineer. Okay, so you can understand it like that. Okay, you are adding up to so it is like that when you are adding up a new name method and then you're modifying or changing the name. Okay, so you have any doubt, you can ask me over there. So there here we are So there we were adding a method to an constructor, but here we are adding a method to so there we were adding the method to an object. Here we are adding a method to a constructor. Okay, so adding a method to an object and adding a method to a constructor is a very different thing. Okay, so okay, so for example, here my what so everything first you have to uh, the the basic thing, or the first step to look up this slide is like that. Just first you have to check what is your what is your constructor, because we are adding a method to a constructor. There we were adding a method to an object, likewise engineer and employer, like that. Here we are adding a method to a constructor itself. So first identify what is your constructor method over here. So see what is the same is your constructor function is your constructor method. So as does your constructor function and your constructors will always be same. So here you can identify it easily that your constructor is over here is developer. In developer you have passed some values as first name, last name, profile picture, like that. So again I use the method of constructors. Not repeating it again and again. Then I created a developer object as an engineer. Then with the help of a developer, you can say developer constructor. Then I pass the values over there. Shikla, Vedant, LinkedIn, visible. So, but see, simply, both set of codes are very common. But the point of difference comes where when you are adding something to the constructor and when you are adding something to the method. It's when you are adding something to an sorry, I'm changing it. When you are adding something to an object. So adding something to an object and adding something to a developer and to a constructor is something different. But then also you have to initialize one object. See, it doesn't matter that if you are using an object or not, but you have to initialize an object because an object, and it is important to and it looks up at everywhere. So likewise, the where you have created one object and below that part, you are creating one. You are initializing this method. Likewise, here also you can see you can this it's a good way of learning is keep getting compare both the slides. Okay, so here you are adding a name method. Likewise, here we are adding a name method below the objects, and here we are adding and here below the objects, and same or similarly we are adding a method, a name method uh, inside below the objects here also. So both the things are very similar, but you should remember this thing, that how you are doing it like that. So the syntax is common, but the changes that are required is that in developer you have to use the keyword as prototype. So prototype is a keyword. You might have to remember that for using any kind of modifications, for displaying name, for modifying name, for changing name or something like that. Okay, so prototype is a very common and a general keyword over there. Okay, so developer prototype dot change name is equal to function, and there you are using the same syntax. Function name, this dot last name, you are initializing the name. You have to segregate that function. Again you have to again you have to took one object, and there you have to modify it. And for example, you have modified, see, although here we have provided only a one object as an engineer, so you have want to modify it here in an engineer. So engineer dot change name,
Vedant, cover
you
in
have
five
wanted to change
minutes.
yes. Okay, change name as Shukla, and then we are applying the same property. So you can see it over here is what is the statement that is coming. Engineer's last name is corrected as Shukla after resolving the error. So this was the here it is displaying it like that also. So you can change the name over here is like that. So all the things are same. You can see it over there. Everything was similar, but the just you have to write that developer dot prototype. You cannot. So likewise you are changing, modifying it, or adding the property with same. See, although I told of this concept in the last session with the help of an object, with the help of an but and in this slide also you can see it over here that I'm doing with the help of an object. But if you're providing a whole same syntax inside the objects, you will be it will be getting false. It will be showing an error to you. Okay, so let's study about what are built-in JavaScript constructors. So built-in JavaScript constructors are like that. See this. So while this you can say like that we have covered a lot more in constructors. So I hope that you people learn something in this whole you can say journey of constructor. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the last slide. Although those slides are very easy to understand, but a little bit complexity is always there when you are understanding something at a new part. So for example, your built-in JavaScript constructors are type of, for example, new object is um, the type of new object is object, and object array mapping set date and function. And so this is displaying that in JavaScript that built-in JavaScript. So these are built-in, or you can say it's a predefined constructors in JavaScript. So you can do it like anywhere. See, I told you about an object array. All the map set is something new to you. Date is also. I also told you about a date also. Function. I also told you about function also. Although the thing that is left over here is might be an array or map and set. I will be trying to cover up in the next session also. So what are JavaScript object constructors? Actually, object constructors are like that. I told you up in one of my session that, for example, when you do console.log and inspecting your screen, browser screen, you can be you use the word type of. So and you're providing any kind of any kind of, you can say, value, any kind of a string, any kind of a value, any kind of a string, or and boolean expression. Also, there are might you can and many kinds of different property, and, passing many kinds of different you can say properties. So you get it like that. That type of that property. So while say type of is a keyword, you can apply it like that. So type of over this inverted commas are string, then is a number, false is boolean, and bases are object, brackets and also no object. So this is a type of function is always a function. Okay. So although so let's look up this error resolving. So like we have taken the x is equals to brackets and console.log boolean is equals to x. So what will be what will be your output? So x is something, uh, so it might be coming as the as false, or you can say null, because nothing is over there, because these are you can so the x is denoting over are brackets. So when you are inspecting your output screen, the result you will be getting a boolean of x is null or undefined, or you can say even a false also. So debugger is in JavaScript is always see. Although I these the rest of the questions you can revise it
Can't cover
again
in
and
one
again.
minute.
Some so I'm providing this set of questions and again, because you might I see these are very important questions. You might be getting revised it again and again, so you can do it like that, because I also told you. And I am just wrapping up with my session of today's session. So debugger is a kind of a keyword that is used to debug all the sets of codes. So in the next session also I will be providing you I will be revising you this all sets of questions again, and providing a different methods of this and explaining you each and every concept. So thank you very much. This is for all from my side.
Okay, I will start a new meeting, then I will continue my presentation.